Hello, 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 beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro because I view myself as a conductor of of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. I actually just got done with my session there's a link in the description box below to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, where I tune into all of the life force healing energetics that exist around us currently in this present moment in time and send that out to each one of you beautiful love lights. Again, that is on a subscription basis. It's something that I offer to the collective. I try to keep that cost down just because when I first became a certified Reiki master, it was heavy on my heart mind to keep it affordable. I really felt like the vast majority of us who exist out there that really truly need that energetic healing, which I believe is true healing. Oftentimes we can't really afford it. So I wanted to keep it affordable. That's why the subscription exists through the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. And if that sounds like something that you think that you would benefit from, or if it resonates with you, or if any way, shape, or form you're feeling like, yeah, I want to check that out, please do. That is spirit guiding you into that space, and it's on purpose for a purpose. Nothing happens in this world on accident, at least not in the world that I live in. Everything is on purpose for a purpose, and it serves a purpose for yourself individually and planetarily, or the collective, whichever resonates with you most. So yeah, there's a bunch of links in the description box below. There's a link to get the calendar that we're going to dive into. We are going through the Mayan Galactic Calendar. And if you want to get that hi. Yeah, I don't know. I just completely lost my train of thought. Like, read along with me to go through and learn more about it on your own. You can get it. There's a link in the description box below. There's a link to Cassia's YouTube channel, because she is the beautiful love light who introduced me to the galactic calendar, and I'm so very thankful. So I also want to share with you that her channel is awesome. She is a tarot reader, and she is absolutely tuned into the energetics. Almost every time I listen to Cassia, her messages resonate deeply within me as truth, and things that are actually going on in our world in the unseen realms. So yeah, check her out, please. She's awesome. There's a link to if you want to know your own galactic signature. So I am a white spectral wizard, and you can find out yours. And if you do that, please share in the comments with me what you find yourself to be, or if you already know what you are, let me know. Let me know you're here. Share with me your galactic signature. Share with me things that you're learning about the time spiral that we're currently flowing through, that you're currently flowing through, and kind of the things that are coming up for you, right? Like, we're all experiencing different things in different ways at different times. And it's all meant for us to come together, to gather together, and to share collectively so that we can teach and learn from one another, which is what this channel is about currently. It could shift because I change. Things I'm interested in right now, I might not be interested in the future. And this channel will shift as I shift. But right now, I'm really into this. I'm still seeking to completely get in the flow of what it all means for me. But it is uncanny, the synchronicities that happen and just how deeply it all resonates. And it is this shift from, time being linear, which again, that construct existed on purpose for a purpose, for the time that we need it in the world that we live in, right? Like, there is some rationale for having that linear time construct, and we have all agreed to it. However, the reality of time is that it is spiraling. It is constantly spinning around and around. That's why, do you ever feel like gosh, I really feel like I've experienced this before. Or, man, I feel like I keep like running into the same brick wall, right? Yeah, because you spiral back around. There are lessons within each moment in time. Time is art, time is life. It's very creative, and it is for us to utilize for our benefit. The real, true version of time, not the man made construct where time is linear. Time is money, right? No, time is art. It's creative. It's here for our benefit. And that this calendar is teaching us about the energetics that exist that we continue to spiral through this galactic signature, this 1320 ratio signature of time. The galactic matrix is what it's called. And that's what we're going to dive into right now. I'm actually limited in time, so I'm hoping to stay on task here. But we find ourselves from the uppermost level in a 13-year wave spell, and it is the White Wizard wave spell. Every tribe, so there's 20 solar tribes and glyphs that each one of us fall into. Again, I'm a white wizard, just like the wave spell we're in. And then there's also 13 tones of creation. And they each one, the tribes and the tones, have code keys that are associated with them. And so that's what I'm going to share. I'm going to share the particular time spiral that we're flowing through, the length of time that we're flowing through it, and the code keys that exist within that time frame for us to tune into. So the idea is, if I say one of these words and something bubbles up inside of you that you feel like, whoa, that has meaning for me, or if there's an attachment or an association with that word, jot it down, take note of it, and unpack that for yourself. Like, dive into it a little bit deeper. Maybe do Google search or your favorite search engine searches, right? Even in YouTube, you can start to like look up that stuff, right? To learn a little bit more about it, or just sit with it. Like, what does it mean to you? What are your own personal associations that you have with that? What bubbles up for you in your own heart mind? Because that's where the real magic is. You are coded with your own unique wisdom and magic. And I believe that the entire point of all of this is for each one of us to dive into that and to trust it, regardless of what anyone else is doing, including me. If I say something that doesn't resonate with you, it's not meant for you. Maybe it's meant for me, or maybe it's meant for somebody else, but it's not meant for you. And that's okay. Maybe dive into what does. What would you shift to make it more true for you? Because that's what this is. It's about defining and developing and discovering what is true for each one of us individually. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be you, shining your beautiful, unique love light expression out into the world to the best of your ability. Okay. So as I say these code keys, remember, things are going to like connect with you, and just unpack that for you. So the White Wizard 13-year wave spell that we're in, the code keys are enchants, receptivity, and timelessness. We're 4 years into that 13-year wave spell. So we find ourselves in a red self-existing moon year. The code keys of the red moon tribe are, those are the feminine ones. So it's, shoot, it's been so long since I've said it. I don't want to screw it up. That's why I'm going to look. I know it's universal water and flow. Purifies universal water and flow. And then the self-existing tone of creation, it is define, measures, and form. We are in a 65-day season. We are in the Blue Western Eagle season of vision, which is an invitation for us to explore our mental body and the idea of the planetary or collective mind. What are the mental constructs and patterns that we find ourselves spinning through over and over and over again? What are the lessons that that's seeking to teach us? And it's also this wonderful opportunity for us to gain clarity and construct our own unique individual vision for our lives. All of that is taking place within this season, the Blue Western Eagle season of vision. Blue Eagle code keys are creates, vision, and mind. We're also flowing through a 52-day castle of time, the white northern castle of crossing. This is a court of death. We are looking at all of the things that need to die and kind of slough off of us, that no longer serve us. We are refining this warrior inside of us. What came to me during my life force energetic healing that I did within the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble today was this, and it was actually when I was opening sacred medicine space. What flowed up for me about this idea, because I really, the Sun and Jupiter are conjunct today in Aries, which is also super powerful energetics that I pulled into that healing session today. But what came up to me as I was opening sacred healing medicine space was that Aries is also symbolic of the warrior. So we're in this castle of time where we're refining the warrior. And what connected with me was the idea of battling for yourself, like really like erecting those safe, secure, energetic boundaries, mental boundaries, emotional boundaries, and being a warrior for you, for your heart, mind, and everything that matters for you. Like truly, I don't think there's anything more worthy of fighting for than you. And we are each equipped with everything that we need to stand firm on the foundation of who we individually are and to share and showcase that with the world around us. And we can do it lovingly. Like we don't have to be mean, right? Like warriors are not necessarily always violent. Like there's a lot of personal development and growth that warriors go through. Again, I referenced the Kung Fu movies in one of these video sessions before, where they develop their mind and discipline. That's the warrior, right? Like really being disciplined for you and taking yourself so seriously and knowing that you are worth fighting for. No one else needs to do it for you. You can do it yourself. And that's what this, white northern castle of crossing is offering for us. This really and especially with the sun conjunct Jupiter in Aries, the energetics that are flowing down, like we are in this space where we can absolutely connect to and tune into our own inner warrior spirit and begin to cultivate and create and establish and erect that in such a powerful way that moving forward, we can stand on that foundation and know, no, I'm strong. I can handle the things that come my way. I'm not weak. I am strong and I'm able. And you are beautiful, love light. You are strong and you are capable. Okay, so that was the 52-day castle, which brings us to the planetary moon of manifestation that we are in. It is the 10th moon of the 13 moon cycle that we flow through each calendar year. So we are, 8 days into that, which is, I'm going to look at the 8th tone of creation. I should have this stuff memorized, but I don't. Galactic. Okay. So the planetary moon of manifestation, that's the planetary tone of creation, that 10th tone. And those code keys, the planetary code keys, are perfect, produce, and manifestation. So again, we are flowing through this cycle of kind of really perfecting our point of attraction, because that's really what allows manifestation to occur. I mean, we are manifesting all the time, whether it's manifesting the things that we don't want or manifesting the things that we do want. We are innately manifestors. So this is an opportunity for us to perfect our point of attraction so that we become crystal clear about what it is that we want and begin to shift our focus that direction instead of cycling through what we don't want, what we want, what we're afraid of, what we want to avoid, what we're worried about, what we don't want to be thinking about, like to really gain clarity about how much time we actually spend spinning on the things that we don't want to happen, whether planetarily or individually. This is a perfect, beautiful time to really get clear about what it is that we want individually and collectively, and stay focused on that, what we want, and really begin to release and recognize that when we focus on what we don't want, we're energizing it. We're giving it our mental energy, that's our electrical point of connection. So we have an electromagnetic field that flows around us in a toric shape. So it's like a 3-dimensional donut that goes around us. And your electrical point of attraction is your mental body, and your magnetic point of attraction is your emotional body. So when you are electrifying that signal through the thoughts, whether they're conscious or unconscious, and 95% of what we think is unconscious. So that's why we have to get so freaking clear and conscious about what are we thinking when we're not paying attention. Because the more we can shine our light of awareness in those spaces and bring them to the light and change that programming, the faster we're going to start to cultivate and manifest what we want, because we make it clearer. We focus our mental energy on that instead of playing those old tapes over and over and over again on repeat because it's a habit. And it's okay. We all do it. Like we all do it. And it's a process to move into that space of changing that point of attraction. So have some grace, have some fun with it. Laugh at yourself. I can't tell you how many times I laugh. I'm like, wow, I really was just thinking that bullshit. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't want to think that way anymore. And the only way that I can stop thinking that is if I myself take the reins, take ownership of the fact that I'm thinking it. No one else is thinking it. It's me. It's all here. It's all on me. So the more that I really take ownership of that, take responsibility for what's playing in my own mental body, the faster I start creating my life on purpose, getting what I want instead of creating what I don't want because I'm too lazy to pay attention to what I'm thinking. Because that's where I was. I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm saying I was lazy. I didn't want to do it. I had other things. I have too much going on in my life, and I still do. I have a lot going on in my life. But I am worth the attention. And so are you, beautiful love light. You are worth your own attention. And it doesn't take a lot. You can carve out a couple 5 to 10 minute sections in your day where you can just take a quick break, right? Everybody gets a 5 to 10 minute break within their day somewhere. Give yourself the attention that you need, even if it's just to breathe. That's enough. Taking conscious control, becoming aware of the fact that you control your own breath is so transformative. It's so powerful. People take it for granted every day. I do too. It's okay. But it's so powerful. So I encourage you to, when possible, recognize that your breath is in your control and it has the power to reset everything, because it helps you to dial into your own bodily systems and remind yourself, oh yeah, I am in control of my own body and my own heart and my own mind. Cultivate it. Give yourself that attention. You are worth it. You are worthy. Beautiful love light. So worthy, beyond worthy. All right. So that was the moon. Then we have this 13-day Wavespell that we just cycled into a new one. And I linked the new description to Astro Dream Advisor to the white Worldbridger Wavespell that we're in. So I'm going to read about white Worldbridger. because that is the wave spell that we're in. So for the next 10 days, we're going to be spiraling through these energetics. The code keys are equalizes, death, and opportunity. So here we have that white northern castle of crossing where we're in that court of death, and we're in this wave spell where we have the code key of death yet again. So that's, again, those energetics are amplified. So the white tribe is connected to the direction north, and the code key refines. The quote comes from the Maori, which I believe is a Polynesian tribe. I think that's right. That followed the Mayan Galactic Calendar. So, quote, "You were, you will be. Know this while you are. Your spirit has traveled both long and afar. It rose from the source. To the source it returns. The spark which was lighted eternally burns." End quote. So this is White Worldbridger. Worldbridger represents revelation, realization of the mortality of the physical body, right? It's temporary. The organic balance of life and death, the realm of neutrality, which facilitates bridging and connection, intimate exchange with the spirit of the ancestors. As a force of equalization, the inevitability of death humbles us all. As we contemplate how all things have an eventual ending, we are drawn into the richness of the now. With the perception that death equals opportunity, we find a sacred key that speaks not only of our imminent passing beyond this physical body, but also in regards to ego death. By continually shedding what no longer serves, we learn to yield to death as a natural overturning of cyclical processes. Releasing identities and surrendering attachments grants us access to new worlds. I'm going to read that again. Releasing identities and surrendering attachments grants us access to new worlds. So exciting. Worldbridger asks, what within your life is asking to be let go of or ended to make way for a new cycle to begin? What is discovered when you contemplate our human mortality? How can we overcome fear of death and find trust in the journey of life? How can we honor the reality of death in all its facets as a sacred ally of life? Let us welcome the power of death to liberate us from self-defeating habits, fears, and limitations. A succinct mantra for aligning with Worldbridger power is I surrender to opportunity. The end quote comes from Peace Pilgrim. Quote, when you know that you are only wearing the body, which can be destroyed, that you are the reality, you, the real you, the true you, are the reality which activates the body and cannot be destroyed. How can you be afraid? So that is the wave spell that we're going through the next 10 days. That's pretty exciting. Opportunity. Where's the opportunity lurking for you? And then we find us on today. We are in the third day of the White Worldbridger wave spell. So we are at the electric tone of creation. So we find ourselves on a yellow electric seed day. Star. Yellow electric star day. I misspoke, which is the 8th tribe, the 8th tone of creation. Nope, it's the 8th tribe. I'm sorry. Yellow star. That's the glyph. The code keys are beautifies, elegance, and art. Yellow is associated with the direction south, and the code key ripens. So something is coming into fruition. Something is ripening for us, whether mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, cosmically, somewhere. And if you want to know it, just ask yourself. You'll tell yourself. You just have to trust that and believe it. Okay, so the quote comes from Mishu Suma. The quote is, quote, May we develop our awareness of the countless beautiful things in everyday life. For every phase of beauty contributes to the expansion of spiritual upliftment and understanding. End quote. Yellow star is an agent of harmony, keeper of the octave, a way shower, a starseed, a messenger declaring art as creator's omnipresent gift. Art is how we greet the day, how we respond and interact to the elements in our lives. As a dimension of being and acting, art exists as a universal opportunity for creativity, innovation, and expression, each of us adding to the blank canvas of the moment. Art bears the language of the soul, transparently revealing our divine essence. Art, like the realm of beauty, is naturally occurring, enhanced with intention, is unlimited in its appearances and manifestations, transcends definition, and is measurable by feelings and insight it provokes. In essence, art, beauty, and elegance are vibrational emanations produced by beneficial combinations emerging from mindful synthesis. Yellow star transmits delight in the beauty of your expression. Explore your creative tendencies. Allow the aesthetics of nature to inspire your inner artistic sight and sense. Wield the radiance of the star and light up your outer world from within. Right? Beautiful love light? Light it up. Allow grace and harmony to guide your path. Nothing you do is outside the art of your life. All right, the end quote is from Khamalu. Quote, when we contemplate life through the eyes of purity, everywhere we look, we see beauty. All right, so then we have the electric tone of creation. Those code keys are activate, bond, and service. Service is love made visible. Tone 3 represents the sacred trinity in all its manifestations. The energy of 3 moves us beyond polarity, ushering in the electrifying current of activation. Instead of the give and take of 2, we access the dynamic exchange which 3 makes possible. Energy is now capable of bonding, allowing for an expanded dimension of structure and creational possibilities to emerge. This new dimension awakens creative currents, inspiring circulation, variability, and fresh potential for alignments, which is really cool since we have the sun conjunct Jupiter. That'd be an awesome, fresh alignment for us to establish today. An activated being is alive with their sense of mission, setting their truths in motion. Accepting the opportunity to be of service, we bridge energetically with other beings in the light of collective goals. On a large or small scale, offering one's self in service, willingness to jump in when needed and assist the surrounding circumstances is a simple yet highly spiritual act. Acting on behalf of others, as well as the biosphere and future generations, we access a virtue of selflessness. The greatest acts of service are in recognition that those we help are in no way separate from ourselves, that in some way we are merely one aspect of creation assisting another aspect of creation in active service to life. The path of Dharma, which is your own purpose. Dharma is just your purpose. So the path of Dharma fills our days with meaningful work, which may or may not ever have rewards outside of the tasks themselves. May we rise to meet the blessing of participation in this great work, the endless work of love. That's awesome. I love it. All right, so now we have a daily affirmation. I have written it in the description box below if you want to follow along. It is, let's see here. I activate in order to beautify, bonding art. I seal the store of elegance with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of free will. So that is the daily affirmation. And then again, we've spiraled into the White Worldbridger Wavespell. So I've linked that in the description box. We're going to take a deeper dive into Yellow Star. I see, oh, hey, Dennis. Okay, hang on. Yeah, it is an excellent day for Yellow Star. I agree. Yes. Service in life is definitely worthwhile for sure. Service to ourselves and to others, like both. It's absolutely a give and receive type of a relationship. Making it very reciprocal. So that's really cool. All right, so we are gonna. Oops, I think I just blanked out for a second. Anyway, I am going to go to the link that's in the description box below. If y'all want to click on it to the White Worldbridger Wavespell, right click on it so it opens in a new window and we can read along together day 3 of the White Worldbridger Wavespell. And the question is, how does my creativity express my spiritual journey? It's a beautiful question. How does my creativity express my spiritual journey? Yellow star qualities: way shower, harmony, beneficial combinations, expanded love, elegance, mystical visionary, starseed, octave, clear perspective, and mind of light. I love that. You are a starseed. You contain a holographic seed packet of your evolution into the mind of light and the energy that directs you toward wholeness. This resonance offers an expanded view of the larger self and new ways of perceiving reality through self-acceptance. You are gifted with this journey. Yellow star is ignition, like a cosmic milkweed explosion of resonant sparks. It is the launching pad from which you can hear the rumble of the rocket of your accelerated evolution. Oh, that sounds exciting. Yellow star's star-seeded gift is the revelation of the harmony that unites all things. Instead of just aspiring to be harmonious, become harmony. Practice harmony, not just as an abstraction, but as a living reality. This practice blends different energies, thoughts, people, and processes. Act on intuitive guidance as to what to combine and when. As you begin to follow your heart, you will know the feeling of being on the return path to the stars. Yellow star offers you the ability to hold a greatly expanded focus, a unity of awareness that encompasses aspects of the larger constellation of self. An example of this would be a simultaneous awareness of the desires of the existential self and the truth of the essence self. This star harmony encompasses the greatly enlarged perspective of your star-seeded self, the part within you that holds the potential of your greatest destiny. Unlike the preceding 7 tones, which were separate and distinct, Yellow Star begins a more complex harmonic series as it completes the preceding octave. On a spiritual level, Yellow Star begins the development of higher being. The fundamental tones that occur in this series are a more expanded frequency than those in the preceding 7 tones. In this new octave, there is alignment in the harmonies of Earth and the harmonies of the stars that are now being sounded on Earth. Yellow Star is the first in a series of star harmonies that evoke accelerated growth of the starseed potential within you. Super exciting. So I think it's really interesting that this paragraph started referring to Yellow Star as a tone when it's really a tribe. And I did the same thing earlier. I find that really interesting because, again, it's the 8th tribe. So when it's talking about the 7 tones prior to it, I think what it means is the 7 tribes. So you start with the first one and you flow through the 8, which I can point out what they are. So the first one is Red Dragon. The second is White Wind. The third is Blue Night. The fourth is Yellow Seed. The 5th is Red Serpent. The 6th is White Worldbridger. The 7th is Blue Hand. And then we have the 8th, which is Yellow Star. So I think that's really, I find that really interesting that without even meaning to, I made the mistake of calling yellow star an eighth tone when really it's a tribe. And Astro Dream Advisor did the same thing years ago. Maybe they planted that seed, and because I've read it before, it's just there. I don't know. But anyway, I find that really fascinating. So super cool. And one thing I wanted to make note of, I'm hoping to come in here tomorrow to do the session because tomorrow is a pretty big day. It is our galactic return of the year. And I was like, what the heck does that mean? And I don't know, but I saw that it's a red self-existing moon day tomorrow, and we're in a red self-existing moon year. So I think that that's what it means, that we're having this galactic return from the red self-existing moon that's kicked off this year into the red self-existing moon day tomorrow. So I think that's pretty cool. And it's a galactic activation portal day tomorrow. So I have plans to come in here tomorrow. We will hopefully make that happen. But anyway, it's going to be big, big energetics, just like they are today. The energies of Jupiter conjunct the sun in Aries today is huge. And again, I did that session in the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. If you want to flow in and call in the energetics of that, you don't need me, obviously, but if you want to do it within that space, collectively, I invite you to click on the link and join and participate in those healing sessions every Tune In Tuesday. And then I share other things in there. Usually I do a weekly card pull, although I didn't last week. Spirit was just like, nope, not this week. And I just flow with that. So what you do receive every single solitary day is that energetic life force healing. I send it to you every day, and I come in live into that group every Tuesday to share the energetics with you live and in person so that we can really bathe and steep in the energetics that exist all around us all the time. As always, beautiful, lovely. I'm so very grateful and thankful that you have chosen to spend your most creative and precious gift of time with me. I truly appreciate it, and I'm grateful. If you liked this, tap on or click the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to get notifications when I go live, just hit that bell and it will let you know. And until we meet again, I apologize. I'm in a hurry today, and this has gone longer than what I needed it to. So I got to bail. But I will, Dennis, I'll come back and I'll read through your comments later today. But I just so appreciate all of you being in this space. I love you so much. Until we meet again, beautiful love light, please do me a favor and go shine your beautiful love light that only you have uniquely out into the world. I love you so much. Have a good day.